Hey everyone, today we're going to be having a look at the new 2018-2019 Gray-Nicolls Ultimate. Different bat to last year. Let's take a look. Okay, so this bat has been sent in for me for review and it's actually a gift. So thank you very much to David for supplying this bat to me. Yeah, it's a really kind gesture. So what we have here is the new 2018-2019 Ultimate, which is a bit of a mix between last year's Elite and last year's Ultimate, in that this season it's going to come with a flat face. Elite has been withdrawn and you've got here a bat with a flat face and a very full profile. So you can see that there. So it maintains a lot of the features of last season's bat with just a change to the face profile. This season Gray-Nicolls Australia is all about the bow. So this has a very gentle mid bow starting about here, working its way up to the toe. Colour scheme is a little bit different. Navy blue and black with silver highlights with white. This has got the stickers that weren't printed correctly, so they got the matte on the outside, so that's part of the first series. I noticed the Muleman ones were correct. Pretty much all the handmade bats have this sort of feature where they've actually engraved and then they put a sticker over it. So you'll see that they will be slightly different. So this one's an Ultimate, and that means that it's superior player grade willow. So what does player grade willow mean? I think I've explained this one before. We're talking about bats that ping. These are all about performance, not so much about looks. They can't be graded to the LE grade because they might have a blemish. So in this case, this has got some marbling right in the centre. A little bit of colour down here, a little bit of things going on. The grains aren't perfectly straight and they're a bit uneven. You can see there that beginning of that marbling that's coming through, just there and there. The grains themselves through the toe are very straight, which always is a good sign. New feature for 2018-2019 is the Southern Cross. You saw that on the XXX. And obviously for Australian bats, the stamp up near the shoulders. These softer style grips are nothing new. They cost about 20 bucks. And they come with the handmade series. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. They're really grippy. They're really thin too. You can actually see the hand binding underneath it. This particular bat has a stamp on it of 2.7. It is 107.6, 107.4, depending where I put it. So it thins slightly towards the bottom. They're handmade. And the edges, 42mm edge. And the spine, 65.6, so 66mm. So big specs, and it claims to be 2.7. Let's have a look. 2.77. So very light for its size. As far as wood taken out of it, you can see probably about 2mm. A very, very tiny bit. So it's nice and full all the way through. And that spine almost runs up into the toe. So it possesses a nice middle. You can see that spine is probably in a mid position, and it draws a little bit up, so it should go well in the mid to mid-high range. That blemish is right in the heading zone. So let's tap her up and hear what she sounds like. Pinging off of that. Pinging nicely there. And pretty much very similar to the XXX shape, I've got to be honest. Gray-Nicolls is competing against itself. The only difference is this one draws its wood back towards the handle, less sort of accentuated centre there. And that gives it a really light pickup. This bat feels, well, it's 277, but it feels It feels 2.6.5, low 2.7, really light. Yeah, it's very impressive. I'm not sure I like the really thin grip, I gotta be honest. I'd probably change that up next time you see it, since this is going to be my bat. Obviously they all come with a handcrafted cover that you see there, with the master himself, Stuart Cransbuehler, shaping a bat. One of 3 bat makers there. So yeah, really nice bat, really happy. It's not pretty like a XXX, but these are hand selected on performance, and they're $700, so they're not cheap. So yeah, pretty humble. Thank you very much. So next time you see this, it's going to be all knocked in, and we'll have a look at how it's going. Completed the knocking, and I've actually done this quite quickly because it didn't really need a lot, and also because I'm going to be using it, I sort of trust the preparation that's already put into the bat by the bat maker, and just really do the edges and the toe, that area there. It's quite a firm press. A little bit reminds me of Gray-Nicolls. A little bit reminds me of a Gunner Moore as far as the firmness of the press. I will just see whether or not it's had any impact knocking it. And no, it still doesn't fit through the gauge. You can see there just how much it's missing by. I've put some Extra Tech on the face, which is that UK scuff sheet, also called Extra Tech. The edge tape is under the Extra Tech this time, and given it a little bit of bat wax and 2 oils on the back, and because I've got a polisher I can clean it up anytime. So let's hear how it sounds now that we've knocked it in. So starting at the toe, so going in a low position, mid-low, mid-high, high. So very even distribution of wood through that hitting zone. This bat reminds me pretty much of the XXX, and it's obviously $250 cheaper. And you get the full length cover. It's definitely not the same aesthetics. This is player willow rather than grade 1 plus willow. So this is purely picked on performance. So this got about 2.5 hours of knocking, maybe that, with the LV. Regular grip would be maybe 1.5. So these are actually half the weight of a standard rubber grip, and they're really thin. If you have a look at that, it's like almost like a snake skin. I wonder how long that's really going to last. Anyway, so we'll turn the camera around now and we'll bounce the ball on it. 4-piece ball, and it feels a bit hard. That flat face is keeping it easy for me to control it, because normally I have lots of problems. So it's going pretty much where I'm bouncing it. But off-centre shots on a flat face put more twist in through the blade, causing it to twist and crack at the shoulders. So that's why they've gone with that oval handle to increase the strength, but it's a fairly thin style oval handle. It's more oval than the XXX was, and less round at the top. So it's, if you like a fully sort of oval feel, this one's got it. Move now to the jerks, and you'll see it ping now. So that's going to need playing in. I can see some seam marks, but they're not that deep, and because I'll be playing it in myself, giving it extra hammer work if it needs it after, I'm not too fussed. It's really nice. So that's going to go really well. Thank you very much for that as a gift, my friend David. So this was an early birthday present in June for October. Really nice bat. That's the Gray-Nicolls Ultimate for the 2018-29 season, and this one is mine.